there's a lot of people out there that are probably think the same way. They think like to invest on real estate, like you need a ton of money, like you need a lot of money. Oh, I need to do this. I need to have a good credit. I need to have that. And that's not true. I mean, you can even start real estate, investor and work as a wholesaling, right? Wholesaling, and you don't need money on that, and that's how a lot of people start jumping to the business.
What's going on, guys? Welcome to the Creating Wealth Podcast, where I, Kyle, from Kyle Curtin Real Estate, interview local top dogs in the real estate investing, wealth building, and personal finance industries. Let's build together. What's up, guys? The guest on this week's episode of the podcast is doing some really cool things in the local real estate investing space. Jose has an awesome story from doing his first flip and all of the takeaways that he got from it that he will carry into his future projects. In the second part of this two-part interview, we get the pleasure of chatting about some great topics, including staying motivated when things aren't working, false self-limiting beliefs in real estate, and so much more. There are some great tips in here, and I hope you enjoy. Let's jump right into the episode.
Information that you're gonna get, the realtor, have, and is definitely going to be very helpful for you and that journey as investor.
I definitely agree, man. Yeah. And like one thing that I often think about, if you're like, doing pretty much like anything like really big and ambitious that you need like a lot of people for, like if you're like, starting a company or, but exactly, like trying to do a flip or like do a buy and hold or like whatever the case is, I feel like it's one of those things where like think about like, how, what's it called? How like a president's like cabinet is structured, right? Right. Like, no, like, you have like, your guy in charge, and doing his thing. That doesn't mean like he's an expert in like agriculture and like, like recreation and like all these like million, like oil and like all this stuff. No, like it would take a bajillion years, to be an expert in absolutely everything. Instead it's like, just kind of putting the team of experts together that are already experts in those areas, and you're just the one that's, orchestrating the symphony, you know what I mean? Like you're just kind of telling them, hey, what's going on. And exactly, like you said, like just talking to that agent in New York, like he dropped like a ridiculous like golden nugget there that could totally change everything, and like pull out of the market or state, like who knows, and it's I feel like that's kind of the thing. And like even with like the contractors and stuff too, man, like when you were walking through that house in Lawrence for the first time, like that contractor is going to see things through a different lens than you are, especially for the first time,
Exactly. Yep.
And it's absolutely huge, like if you're the one to be able to, get really good at putting people together, then like the sky's the limit on the things you can accomplish.
Yeah. And that's actually, you already feel like in what area you actually good at it. And I think in that area, to me, the team together and numbers together, I think is something that I think that I'm doing good on that part. So
definitely,
and I like that, because that's something is very important. Have have the team ready to go, and that way you can that way if a project come up, you know that everything's going to be all right, and because you have the right people on your side. And of course there's always one, but again you just got to not get stuck there, and get, if another guy, one guy failed, get another one, get another guy, I mean, there's 1,000 millions of people that can that do the same job that you're looking for. So you just gotta not rely on that guy and just continue or replace that guy. There's always a bad guy.
Yeah.
There's always a bad one. So there's always one that doesn't show up at work. There's always one that always goes sick at work.
Yeah.
I mean, what are you gonna do? I mean, but if you need that job done, definitely, you gotta do what you gotta do, right? You gotta get what you got to do to get it done.
Yeah,
And,
man.
and that's something that I have. If something doesn't work out in this, and one thing, I'll look for the other stuff to make sure it work out. And that's how I am, man.
100%, man. There was a long time ago, one of the first couple of guests that I had on the podcast. He was a guy named Nate Swift. Nate, shout out to you, my man.
All right.
There was something that he said on the podcast that is going to be something that sticks with me for the rest of my life, and it's exactly to your point, Jose.
Yeah.
Of like essentially like as a real estate investor, like think about it like putting like an NFL football team together, and you're like the GM, like you're gonna have like your first line of guys that are like the go-to guys that you go to first, like they're your best of the best. And yeah, I mean, once in a while, like one of those guys is going to get hurt or like, sick or, tear his ACL. Hopefully not in real estate, but, but, so like you got to be able to have like that second line, ready to just sub a guy in like that, and like if the second line, what's like receiver isn't around, like have that third line ready to go, and like I feel like eventually, like you're just gonna meet so many people and everything that like the lines are just gonna build. You know what I mean? But yeah, I mean, like that's something that really stuck with me, man. Is like because if you have a team ready to go like that, I mean, like you can be unstoppable, right? Like even if like your first, second, third line guys are down, you know what I mean? Like you're still able to get that job done.
Yeah. No, but that's the thing. Like and like we said, if you need to have those type of plan. I mean, just in case that something doesn't work out, you already have the next guy. That they're ready is ready to jump into. They're ready to jump into, get the job done. But that I've been like that. So I always have all this plan, man, just in case there's something. If I got a timeline for something, I want to do whatever he take to, I can get that done on that type of line. If something, but I want to do my all my stuff to make sure that it's get done on that time.
100%, man.
Yeah.
So Jose, I wanted to ask you, so what's kind of your drive and your vision for the long term?
All right, hold that for that. Explain that to me a little.
Sure. So,
cut this. It's
okay, man. So, what's kind of like the thing that drives you, in real estate to like do all this crazy stuff, and then kind of like your big picture like vision, of like that like huge goal that you want to do.
Well, all right. So the thing that I want is definitely I want to get more into rental property. I definitely want to get into more cash flow. I mean, definitely that's right there the goal. I mean, I want to have a much cash flow property I can. I mean, rental property. That's why I'm jumping right now into the rental business. Again, I started with my multifamily, and I love it. Like again, I was living there and I was cash flow on that property, and I know that the flipping again is I like it. It's good. Definitely, I'm going to continue flipping houses, but definitely I'm gonna. My goal is definitely be more on the rental property, especially on the Airbnb type of rental stuff. I mean,
I love it, man.
Yeah, I mean, definitely it's more. Well, this is also part of my another projects that I have, which is that the app that I'm creating for real estate is especially for short rental property owner, which is this app is going to help a lot of owner. It's going to offer a lot of tools for the tenant. So definitely, through that app that we building, which is almost 85% done. That app as soon as it's going to come up on the market. It's called rentevi.com. But that app is actually going to be very helpful for the landlord that own short-term, rental. It's going to provide a lot of tools. It's going to provide a lot of, background check. You can pay directly from there. All this type of thing you can definitely gonna do it through that app. It's like it's like a company management property on that app. I mean, it's definitely so definitely. That's why I'm creating that app, that platform. That way I can also use it myself with my rental short-term property that's my goal that I want to get.
That's very exciting.
Of course, I want to continue getting into flipping. Definitely something. I mean, they're always going to be there.
Yeah.
But definitely that's I want to get more into that. I want to see a lot of cash flow coming in. A lot of cash flow. I want to see cash flow.
That's very exciting, man. I can't wait to see when those apps come out, man. I'm super pumped.
Yeah. Well, people also can. I got two web app that I've developed right now. There's one is called realsell.com. You go to there. Realsell.com is a website especially for real estate and finance. So it's actually live now. Still working on it, but it's actually live. People can go there. There's a lot of articles in there. There's a community that you can interact with investor, with realtor, contractor, and all that stuff. There's a community forum there that people can go there and actually also connect with a lot of investors. But this is realsell.com is actually live. People can go there and check that out. Wow. The other one is Rent Heavy. That's the one that is under construction right now, and it's pretty much going to be probably in a month and a half around there, done, ready for launch. But it's a lot of tests that we're doing because we would definitely want to get this app to very friendly user type of app. I mean, that way the landlord can get all the tools that this app is going to offer. And they're gonna love it. I mean, this app is gonna have an option. We're already working on the channel connection. So it's mean that if you have a property or Airbnb and all type of website out there, 5 different websites. So through this app that we created is you can actually connect to all those properties that you have in there only in one app. Nice. So you can manage all your property on just one app, on our app. It's going to get, even if you have the property on Booker.com or Expedia.com or all the stuff, it's going to grab all the information from that account that you have on those websites through that app. And that way you can manage the property just all in one app. But, this is some of the things that is going to go into that. But, people, I got investors right now that send me a message. When it's going to get done? I want to see when it get done. Please let me know when it's done. And it's going to get done very soon. So definitely we're going to launch in that.
Yes.
But I'm also I'm a web developer, so I've been doing platform and web app and website for the last almost 20 years now.
Nice.
Yeah. So I've been in that business also. A lot of online marketing. I'm also have good knowledge about that stuff. So it's not only investing in real estate. I'm also investing on web business.
That's cool, man. I love that so much. Like to, have that kind of skill set and like be able to like blend them together and everything, and like the sky's the limit,
Yeah, man. Yeah.
Wow.
Yeah. So, we working. So let's see. I'll definitely I want to give a shout out to Sabrina. Okay, Sabrina, you're the best. and because you gave me my first deal. So, but yeah, guys, go to Meetup, tag network with a lot of investors. I think that's my recommendation for any new investor out there, even for experienced investor, people who have a lot of been in the game for years. I mean, they still go there because you never know who you can meet down there. Maybe you can be like me and meet your first deal. Yep. And I mean, if I tell you, we'll go back a little bit now and tell you about that night that I actually went to that meetup in Worcester. I was actually not feeling good that night. I was not even probably going to go that night. I was like, I was not feeling good. I was tired because I was working all day on Sunday, but I was very tired that night.
Yeah.
But I was like, you know what? I'm gonna go. I was like, I don't care if I'm tired. I'm gonna go. I'm gonna go. And I went, and boom, I got my first deal. And that's the thing. I mean, sometimes when you feel like something, it's not working. I mean, keep trying, man. Go. I mean, if you feel down, talk to somebody. Talk with somebody investor. If you, and that's the thing about the meetup. I mean, all this connection that you met, all these people that you met there that doing the same thing that you want to do is just amazing. I mean, once you go to a meetup, you're going to continue going. I mean, because that's yeah, it's amazing. I mean, especially when you have passion for real estate, and it's so big. I mean, so much stuff that you can learn. I mean, like I basically don't just know a little bit about what is out there. I mean, it's amazing, like how big it is this real estate world. I mean, all the stuff that you can do. I mean, it is amazing.
The sky's the limit, man.
Yeah, no, it's amazing, and I love it. I love it. So I ended up well, I opened my company, my LLC company about 3 months ago now. Is Betancourt Properties LLC.
Nice.
People can find me in there on Instagram, Betancourt Properties. So I'm starting getting there. No, it's new, but you're gonna hear that a lot very soon. You're gonna hear that from
I love it, man.
That Betancourt Properties LLC.
Hell yeah, man. I can't wait to see it in the public records too. Like from from like all the deals and stuff.
Yeah.
They're like, hey.
But I believe that things gonna it's coming along pretty good. Yeah.
I know. I'm very excited about everything you have going on, man. About the apps, about the projects, about the short-term rental, like so much stuff going on.
Yeah, man. No, yeah. And that's the thing. When you have all these type of projects, is definitely, you need to have, you need to, get yourself, together to organize, the timing. It's definitely and that's what we were talking about before, about having the team, the right person on that team.
Yep.
It make your life easier. It make it think when you have because I was the guy that I was thinking before years ago, right? That I can do everything, like I want everything myself. Like I was doing this and that, like all this stuff.
Yep.
But that is not. And then I learned, that's not the right thing to do. Definitely, you need to, you need to have a team. You need to have, even me, that I'm no, that I'm a web developer and I can, create any type of web app and that, but it's a time consumer. So what I do is I got my team they are in the Philippines, and they actually help me on the creating the app. And that's what I got my team now on that project. So definitely what I do is just jump into a meeting any another day with a team, and what I do is make sure that the budget that I have for that it's going to work good. I mean, but that way I'll focus more on another thing. Now I don't focus on that, because I got people now doing that work. And the same thing on the flipping side, as long as you are the guy who just, you just want to, you are the boss. So you're going to make sure that, moving all the pieces together. So that way everything, and come out good. So I'm on that process to educating myself more on that type of thing, to get the team to work with the team and organize all these projects and all that stuff. So that's what I think a lot of people get like overwhelming when you have all these projects. I mean, they want to do everything. So if I got, they go crazy and it's too much stuff.
Yep.
You just had to. That's right. Those big guys out there, they have a priority management. And all that stuff. They do all the stuff, and and you do let's work. I mean, your work is to all the numbers work right. I mean, that's you as a as the guy who have all these projects, you got to make sure that all the numbers, just work right. But don't put yourself, and put hands on this and that and then, because then that's, it's gonna go crazy, man. It's crazy. There was a time that definitely I was like that, and it's overwhelming, man. It's just nuts because you want to be everywhere, right? I gotta do this. I gotta do the weather app. I got doing this. It was too much. It was too much. That's right. Also, I ended up, left the job that I was working as an IT manager for that pharmaceutical company, because it was taking me. You being in charge of an IT department, it's a lot of responsibility, and it was that job. It was taking me a lot of time, and I was not really feeling that it was part of my thing anymore. So definitely, little by little, what I did was like, no, I gotta get the job out of there, and I gotta focus now more on investment, on real estate, what I really like, what my passion is right now, and trust me, man, it's unbelievable. I mean, what you the money that when you play well, when you got the knowledge about all these numbers, you're like, what you probably think in one moment, you're like, why I didn't did this before? Like, wow, I should have done this like right when I bought my first house back in 2010. I would probably be a millionaire now. And think about stuff. Of course, then it's too late. But I was like, wow, it's like I'll tell you this, right? Right when I first bought my multifamily property, I thought for flipping a house, you need like a ton of money. Like you need a lot of money. I was like, oh, I gotta wait to save $100,000 or maybe more to flip a house. Like I didn't have like all the knowledge, because I didn't look, and also I didn't spend time and look for that information out there, or meet with people that doing investing, like stuff like that. So that was I think there's a lot of people out there that are probably think the same way. They think like to invest on real estate, like you need a ton of money, like you need a lot of money. Oh, I need to do this. I need to have a good credit. I need to have that. And that's not true. I mean, you can even start real estate, investor and work as a wholesaling, right? Wholesaling. And, you don't need money on that, and that's how a lot of people start jumping to the business as a wholesaling, because you don't need actually, you just want to make sure that you get that, that house. And then, that house, you get the house to an investor, and then there you go. You got paid. Of course, anyway, I put it very easy in that, but that's not that's not what it is. But they got me. They probably they got what I say.
But Jose, that's what all the TV shows say.
Right? Yeah. Right.
It's not that easy. What?
They believe that, right? But the point is, a lot of people out there. That's right. Like myself, when I first started, I thought that you need a lot of money to invest on real estate. Even to get your fresh house. I mean, you actually right now. I mean, it's unbelievable. I mean, of course, rate is a little high right now on the moment. Yeah, but that's another thing. You got to be definitely, as a first time home buyer now. You definitely got to be gotta look for the numbers right now, because it doesn't look good right now. Yeah. It's tough. So those interest rates going a lot high. So things going to go. It's going to change. The market's definitely changing. You see that is changing a little bit now. It's getting there. I mean, how now houses is staying on the market longer now than probably a couple of months before, a couple of weeks now.
Yeah, but it's really interesting, man. Because so what we've seen is we went from getting so on a listing or something, we've seen, or we've gone from seeing 20 offers on it down to 5. Yeah. And so you're totally right, man. There's definitely more inventory to look at. But some of the buyer pool has also dropped off too, because the rates have like tripled since they got pre-approved. You know, like
Exactly.
it's above like 5-ish right now, like 4.5, 5, something like that.
Yeah.
Guys, this is like I can't see the date on my computer, but it's like the middle of May right now in 2022, and the rates are like 5 point something, like it's nuts.
Well, I was talking with somebody a couple of days ago, and he just got his fresh property on 6 point 6 point something on interest rate.
Oh my God.
It probably his credit probably it was not that great.
Yeah.
Right? That probably got it, but six interest rate. I mean, that's double, man. That's crazy,
Yep.
So things changing, man. So a lot of people, doing they say this and that, but it's definitely you see that it's changing a little bit. It's definitely gonna go. It's definitely doing. It's gonna go something.
Oh yeah.
Yeah. You don't want to get stuck on well, the other thing is, right now this day, I mean, rent is so high right now that people is definitely they just like even 6 for. I mean, I don't gotta take it. It's better to pay that mortgage than pay whatever rent it is right now.
Exactly.
But
Nope, go ahead. Sorry.
Go ahead.
Oh, I was just gonna say, and that's another thing too, is like the amount of like if you're looking for an apartment right now, like pretty much anywhere across the board, like there's literally nothing out there, like very 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 little, and we're in a very very interesting spot in the market right now, man. Like
very interesting, right now, and this is why also I don't, what I said, I told you right in the beginning that I don't look into a project that I see if it's gonna take me 8 months to 12 months.
Yep.
I see people that is going through that. I mean, it's a little, it's a little. I don't know if it's me, but definitely 8 months to 12 months. Things gonna be in 8-12 months. I mean, that thing is gonna be a little different. I mean,
yeah.
I hope it get better for us, right? For investors.
We'll see, man. You
don't want to get stuck on the flip, with all the costs that is involved on that flip, and then 8 months from now, you're ready to close on to put the house on the market, and you are now ended up being yourself putting the house in a totally different market, and then you were like, whoa, I spent 8 months on this project and this is what I got, and that's I don't know, man. That is kind of thing to get into a project, especially how the market is right now, to get into a project of 8-9 months, because you never know in 8-12 months now. I mean, how things going right now is just you never know, man. You never know. It's a little scary, right? I mean, especially for new investors. So I mean, but even that's the thing. I mean, I think it's always there's always time that, I mean, as long as you know your numbers and all that stuff. I mean, things can go better. I mean, better because I mean, if you look right when the whole pandemic started back in 2000, was the pandemic, right? 2000.
Yeah, 2000.
Yeah, 2000. Yeah, so that's when I saw that. Well, the multifamily that I told you that that I first was telling you about, the house hack that I did, that multifamily, that's when I decided to sell the house before the pandemic.
Yeah,
I saw the house before the pandemic because I was actually gonna get rid. First of all, I want to get rid of the house, but I was ready to jump into investing in more property, with that money, and I ended up just holding myself, because I don't know how the market was going to be with this whole pandemic stuff, and I was like, me as a new investor, I was like kind of scared. I was like, I don't know what's going on with the whole pandemic, and then you see like how the market changed when the whole pandemic started. Like the real estate market, it went nuts. I mean, property was started raising. I mean, it was ridiculous. and people were bidding 40,000 over asking price, and it went crazy.
Yep.
And I was like, wow. You see, if I would, if I if I was thinking different, and I say, look, I'm gonna jump into real estate, and I don't care if the market is gonna be, thing will be very different on my side. I mean, I would probably, I'll tell you this, I would make good damn money.
Yeah.
But I choose the fear, and that time, and I tell you this, it was not only, I think it was not only me. There was a lot of investor out there that actually was scared about that situation when that the whole pandemic started. People, like they thought that the whole market, the house market was going to crash, and they think people are going to lose a lot of money because this and that, and it went the opposite. I mean, it went all different. Everything went high. I mean, if I would sell the house, I was like, crap, why did I sell the house before the pandemic? I would have sold the house like after. I would probably make, the numbers will be different,
Pretty
different,
good.
very good.
Yeah.
And but that's the thing about real estate. This is my point, especially now when we are this market how it is right now. I mean, as long as you know the numbers, and I mean that's what I learned. I mean, in this process as a new investor. I mean, again, if I would not be scared during that time, I would start investing. Now I will probably be with a big, with a big smile on my face, with all the money, right?
Yeah.
But since I choose the fear, with investing, because that time that the pandemic, that's what happened. So I guess the point is this time, the change that we're seeing right now, we just gotta have knowledge how the market is and get the numbers right, and you make it happen. Even if the raise the interest rate go high, there's always a way the investor can make the money out of this situation. And that's something that I learned on that process. Is just not let that fear to to invest, and that is all. Is all. I mean, you can do a bunch of things, right? I mean, if you do a flip now, and then 8 months from now the market is different, and 12 months from now, you definitely, in that time, you will find a way to make that work. So, but I'm learning on this process. So that's also part of my thing. Learning on this investment generally. Yeah.
That's perfect, man. I love it so much. It's like all of us are on that, kind of journey of like, we're gonna be learning for the rest of our lives. You know what I mean? And
Yeah.
like like we were talking about earlier. Like the more stuff or the deeper you go, like the more like crazy stuff you figure out. And it's like, whoa, like they have like we were talking about a couple of loans before we got started, guys, and like, whoa,
Yeah. All those type of loan that is out there, it is unbelievable. I mean, I'm telling you that that is something also that I was telling you earlier that I'm trying to educate myself more on all this type of loan that is out there, and especially for a self-employed person that is starting, like me, like myself, that is starting the company 6 months ago, and there's it's a lot of program out there, and it is just to get to the right people. I mean, to get to the right people, like like this investment that I'm doing down in Florida. That's how I got this deal. I mean, with the bank statement loan money. Interest rate is a little high, but I'm gonna make the numbers work on my side always. So and that's the thing. You got but again. If you don't have to rely just on one, you just got to do your homework. Don't rely just on one lender. I mean, keep contacting more until you get the right you answer. I mean, what are you looking for? I mean, I to get this deal, I call about 5 lenders, and the first 4 lender, they was like loaning me the money with all these conditions that I didn't like, and finally I got a touch with the right lender. And I got exactly what I want, the numbers that I want. And there you go, and now I'm working with the lender now. So, even if there's a program out there, if this lender just keep try call different lender. Try a different. Don't stack on one only.
Yeah.
Look for more. Whatever will give you the best deal, go for it. But yeah, all those programs that is out there is like like you said, the more thick that you get into it, the more stuff that you like, wow, I didn't know that this stuff exists out there. I mean, it's crazy. Like I see now how all these people get all this property and all this deal and all that stuff. I mean, it's amazing. It's amazing. Once and those knowledge, I mean, and thing is, when you have passion like myself for real estate, you just love it, man. It just like, it's like, I don't know if you love, if you love ice cream, right? It's like when people love ice cream, like vanilla, whatever, and they just eating that ice cream. They just, I love this ice cream. The same thing I feel like with real estate. When we talk about real estate, I love it.
Yes.
I mean, you guys know when we go to meet up, I'm the last person to leave that place. I mean, I'm the last person to leave that place when it's a meetup.
I'm totally with you, man.
Right? Because I'm the last. I mean, last time we were lower in the meetup, and I think you were there when we were actually the last person on that meetup.
They were giving us the boot because they were closing. All right, come on, guys.
I like that, and I like that because it's just I love it, and that's the thing about real estate.
It's passion, man.
Yeah, it's passion. Yeah.
Jose, I want to thank you so much for coming on the podcast, man. That was absolutely incredible.
Thank you, brother.
Where on like social media and stuff can you be found? I'll put like the apps and everything,
Yeah. No, we are my company. I got Instagram page, Betancourt Properties LLC. But I'm also on Facebook, Jose Betancourt. You can find me there, and and also on Instagram.
Sweet.
Yeah. But the web app again is realsell.com and rentevy.com. And those app those projects that I'm working now, and I can't wait to launch that app. So I wait a lot of a landlord out there, owner or the renter, short-term renter benefits from that app. They're gonna love it. It's amazing. I mean, it's gonna have a lot of tools. They're just gonna love it, and it's easy, friendly to use. So, and I promise you, I'm not gonna charge you a lot of money for that. So
yeah,
it's just gonna be a subscription-based payment. So but it's gonna be very, very affordable for everyone.
Yes.
Yeah.
Awesome. It can't come fast enough, man. I'm so excited to see them. Alrighty, Jose. I hope you have a fantastic night, my man. Thank you again so much. That was sweet, man. Holy crap.
Thank you, Paul. Sorry, and I know my accent is, like I said, I'm it's not my English is not my first language.
No, don't be sorry, man. You're you. Rock that.
Yeah. So, but I appreciate it. Thank you for the opportunity on this podcast. Actually, my first one. So I pretty appreciate that. Thank you for having me on the show, on your show.
100%, my man. And I'll talk to you soon. All right, guys. That concludes our Creating Wealth podcast episode for today. I want to thank every single person that has listened this far. It really means a lot to know that people can learn from me and with me as we build wealth together. Hopefully you can take home at least one thing from this podcast that will improve your life just a little bit. If you could, please check me out on social. That's at Kyle Curtin Real Estate on Instagram, Facebook, and I'm on Biggerpockets. Until next time, let's build together.